So I wonder what these signs say. Please keep off the grass. There you go, guys, keep off the grass. Message received and understood. Now today I am in Brighton and I'm going to be visiting the grave of Gary Moore, rock legend, and I'm in St Margaret's, which is in Rottingdean, and his grave is over the far end here in the graveyard. So let's walk on up and pay our visit to his grave. Now it's over in the corner there, and it looks like there's people there looking at his grave. So yeah, okay, so what I'll do is I'll go over there when they've finished, out of respect, but in the meantime, for those of you who are not sure who Gary Moore was, rock legend, take a look at these clips.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
So there you go, guys. Bit of an insight into Gary Moore, who he was. Rock legend. Had a few hits. And the people who were over by his grave just now, they have left. And so we'll walk on over and I'll show you his grave. Now, as always, I shall point out that there are big trees here in the graveyard and some really interesting headstones and tombs. Now, there's a chest tomb over here which just caught my eye, so I'll go over and read it before we go over and have a look at Gary Moore's grave. And this says, Mary and William Brown, both born in 1859, and Mary died in 1926 and her husband died in 1945. Quite a nice clean chest tomb. But just over here to the left, just down this path here, is the grave of Gary Moore, rock legend. Just here is his grave. Let's take a closer look. And it says on his grave, Robert William Gary Moore, 4th of April 1952 to the 6th of February 2011, musician, and on the bottom it says, loved beyond the stars. And there's some nice little bits on his headstone there. Gary Moore, 1952-2011. Some nice little guitars there as well, isn't it? That brown one looks really nice. That's quite nice, that. Nice little things there. And rock legend, as he was, Gary Moore. Yeah, it's obviously kept nice. And as we know, there's people who come and visit his grave. But yeah, nice and simple. Nice little headstone. Died in 2011. I think he died age 58. Nice little view here. He's buried on the wall, and this is his view. It's quite a big graveyard here, actually. Just have a little peek through this archway. It's quite big here. There's lots of interesting headstones here, and there's quite a few famous people buried here. Nice view there. But yeah, a lot of famous people buried here, and some notable people. There's actually a folk singer buried here as well, which I'll try and show you his final resting place as we walk on up. But yeah, that's the grave of Gary Moore, rock legend. And you can just see a windmill in the distance there. Don't know if you can see it. Lots of birds here. Seagulls, pigeons. And yeah, very nice place here. It's my first time here in Brighton, and so I'm going to have a walk around after I've done this video. But as I walk on up, I'm going to quickly show you a final resting place of a folk singer who is here in this churchyard as well. So I've shown you the grave of Gary Moore. I'll show you the grave of the folk singer. What's this say? This says in memory of Eliza Farrakhan, and I can see a May and a 1817 on there. I hope I've said her surname right. Everyone pronounces things differently. That's the tower, St Margaret's. It's kept nice here. I can see some seagulls on the roof of the church up here, actually. Just a bit, and a pigeon. Seagull and a pigeon. There's the seagull. But anyway, let me show you the final resting place of a folk singer and his family, whose final resting places are here, and they've got a plaque on the wall here. Folk singer, famous folk singer. Let's give you another view of the church here. Now, the plaque for the folk singer is just over here, and it is the bottom one. It is a Robert James Bob Copper, an English folk singer, and he's got his wife there as well, Marion Joan Copper, and there's other family members on plaques above as well. Have a closer look. Francis Joyce Edward, and underneath Daisy Louise Copper, and a Marion Joan Copper, and a Robert James Bob Copper underneath MBE. He died age 89. A very famous English folk singer. So Gary Moore, grave just over there. just over beyond the trees there, up along the wall. That's his grave up there, Gary Moore. So just over in that direction is the sea here in Brighton, and there's some nice views here from the churchyard. It's only a little short drive to the seafront of Brighton from here. But anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. I've shown you the grave of Gary Moore and an English folk singer as well. So until next time, from St Margaret's here in Rottingdean, Brighton, I shall say farewell and take care, and I'll see you in the next one.